All right, everyone. Hi. Welcome to part 2 of journal making for the Advent Calendar Art Journaling that we'll be doing in December. And I just have the view of the desk just to make it even less complicated. So we've had our cover whoop, sitting and drying underneath something heavy. So I'm just gonna take this away and let me put this book back where it belongs. Okay. So this is the cover. It got a little bit stuck to the paper underneath, but it's all fine. See, because we did all the scoring before, it folds just exactly where we want it. So everything looks good. This is good to go. We have our signatures. Here they are. So this is what I'm gonna do, and you obviously have 4, and I have only 2 here, okay? Because this is just a demonstration. So I really like using this stretch lace, it's called. It's elastic, it's very, it's stretchy, and it's like a little cord. And it makes it super easy if you ever want to pull your signature out and like fix things or working it out of the book, you can totally do this because this is super easy. You just lift it and pull it out. Okay, so this is how I do this. I pick my colors. Let's see, I'll just go with this lavender or dusty. It looks like dusty purple. It's a cute color. Okay, so let me see, that got stuck. Of course, I have a piece of tape on here that I don't need. All right. So I like to pull out a good amount. This is not helpful that it's unraveling. There we go. Okay. So I like to be able to wrap it around my spine twice. So I just go 1, crisscross it, just wrap it over and bring it back to this side, and then have enough to tie and have extra to tie, and so then that it allows it to stretch. So I do not stretch it. When I tie it, it's not stretched at all. Okay, so here that's, I think I'll just need maybe about this much longer. And then I'll need another one for my second signature. And with my original journal, the one that I'm going to be using for the challenge, I used different cords, different colors for signatures. So you can do that. See, I have all 4 of them, they're all different. Okay, so you can absolutely do that. Okay, so I'm gonna find the middle right here. Will just help me. And then I'm gonna go through the middle of around the middle of my signature, like here, like so. Close it. Put it into my spine. Okay, and then it goes around the cover. Crisscross. Bring it back into that signature. And when you have it tied, it will become easier. But like for now, you kind of need to place it. And I do stretch it just a little bit so that it holds tight. And I just do double, no, not, yeah. I just send one under and then I do a double knot. Yeah, here. Sorry. Let's try this again. So here, this is wrapped. So you kind of start as a double knot. So I do the first one as a double knot. Okay, and then I send one of the ends under the second layer of this elastic. So it goes under, and now I do the second knot. This way, if I pick it up, or when I pick it up, and I need it, now the third knot, just make sure that it's all nice and secure. There we go. So this way, when I lift it, I lift both. See? And that's it. So that's your first signature. Let's go back. And now I'm gonna do my second one. Maybe easier to use some sort of a clip to hold this in place, so it's easier to work with and it's not as fiddly. Find the center, kind of eyeball it, go in, around the spine, and back, tie a knot, just one, stretch it a little bit. You want it a little bit stretched, but not too much. You still want room to move. And then bring this under, bring one end under the whole thing. Whoops, almost lost my string. Okay. And now you're gonna do a double knot on top of this. So it's gonna be one and one more. Just to make sure that it all holds where we want it. And I now have a little booklet or a little journal with my signatures in it. There we are. So this is put together. Okay. Now what I did here is I have found some, it's like burlap with yarn on top. It's a wired ribbon. And so I just wrapped it around. I'm going to show you how I did that. If I find that ribbon, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, that's not helpful. You know what? Let's do something else now, since I don't remember where. Let's see. Because I have a gazillion. I just found my stash of Christmas ribbon. And of course, it's so fun to use. This would be super big, but you know, Christmas is big, so why not? Let's do that. This is going to be fun. Okay, so I want it overlap a couple inches here. And then I want to give it about an inch on the top so that I have room to fold. I'd rather have more than less here in this case. And so this is how I do it. I just line it on this side. Okay, and I bring this part in, and then the cut part, because there is wire sticking out, I don't like it sticking out. So I fold it onto itself 2 times like this, and it hides the edge, the raw edge, so that there is no fabric coming out of it. And then you can close that. Okay, and then you bring this other part around. So let's make it a little bit, let's move it a little bit this way. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and now this side, here, let's use the clip because it's there, it's helpful to have. So this side is gonna fold on itself again, and then I'm gonna fold it again to match the edge of the journal, right right in here. I think this is flat. Let's flip this over. Oh my goodness, this is insanely bright and I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna move it a little bit more centered. I want it a little bit more centered. Let's see. Let's see where I want it. Right here. This is a perfect spot. So I'm gonna hold it here and I'm gonna try and find my glue. Gosh, I wish I remembered I think I used my permanent glue stick. So I'm just gonna do that. So I like this one. It's a Scotch permanent glue stick, and I also like using Uhu. This is also good, but I'm not sure how permanent and if it would hold fabric. So I'm just gonna use what I already used before, and I know that it works. So my clip goes on the other side so that this doesn't move. Okay, so first I'm gonna glue this part to the cover. Okay, put some glue on here to hold the fold. Okay, I'm just gluing this whole part. So this goes on first, like that. Put my hand on it, let it get through. Beautiful. Very good. Okay, now I'm gonna unwrap this because I want to put glue on the sides that I folded, just to make sure that there is an extra hold on this, because if it's, if the journal is gonna be moved and taken apart, I don't want anything to fall apart. Okay, fold. That's my last fold here. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply some glue to the ribbon that's already glued to the cover, a lot of glue, and some under the ribbon right here to just give it an extra hold. So as you noticed, I am only applying glue to the inside of this cover, right? Inside of the journal. Why? Is because I like to tack things. Like here, you can tack something in here, and it's fun. Okay, so this is good. Here we go. Oof. Okay, so do I want a little button? Let's see. I do have something that I made. It's completely different color, but I think it could be fun to just add it because it will be super contrast, right? It's super contrasty. I think this works just fine, don't you think? I think it's cool. So I'll just take that. So what this is really, this is like a few circles that I glued together, and I shaded the outside, and then the top circle is also circles that I glued together and shaded the outside. And then I put a piece of lace on here and I wrapped it around, glued it on. Then I covered it with the same circle size to cover the lace. And then I glued the smaller circle on top. Okay, so it's like a 3-layer button. Okay, and then I have this. I have just got them. They're called stickles, and they are glitter glue. And this is what it makes. I think it's super cool. I really like them. So yes, so I'm just gonna stick this on top right here with the same permanent glue stick right on top. Or maybe I want it lower. Oh, wouldn't that be fun to have it off center? I'm gonna do it off center. That's fun. I like it. I like the way it looks off center. Okay, so that goes here. Cross my fingers, right, that nothing comes unglued. And I've heard from, so I watched quite a few videos of people who make journals like it's their job. And they always put like 3 different kinds of glue on everything, just to make sure it really does have a good hold. So if that's what you want to do, that works. Okay. Ta-da! Kind of cute, don't you think? And then you're gonna need, I like to use a closure. So here I used this lace to close, but I think the lace would be a little bit too much for this tiny journal. So I have raffia sitting here, and it's roughly in the same greens, so there's lots of greens happening here. So I'm just gonna grab a piece of that, and I really like to grab a piece that is slightly longer than what I think I would need, just because you can always cut off an extra piece, you know, but you cannot make it longer. To make it longer, you'll have to do another one. So see, like I'm getting quite a long piece. So that's going to be my middle. And now I'm even folding this in half. Super long piece. I know that I don't need that much, but again, who knows? Who knows? Hold on, let me put the sticker back on this one so that it doesn't unravel. Okay, now in this middle, I like to make it like, what's it called? Not a knot, like an opening, a hoop. And I sand it through all my elastic here on the back, sand it under like this, flip it over, and then you're gonna pull all the rest of it through this knot, like so. So now it's all holding your elastic in place, okay, and it also has a place. And then, depending on what you like to do, I sometimes with a smaller ribbon, I like to go a couple of times around to tie it. Let's see if I did try to have enough. Yeah, right? Just you can go a couple times to go around, or you can make it shorter so that you can just go one time to go around. And there you go. Your little book is ready. That's all. That's roughly all I did. Of course, you can decorate it any way you like, embellish it any way you like. I am opening it for a reason. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take advantage of this being elastic, and I'm gonna take all my envelopes out, my signatures. Oop, I'll fix that later. Okay, and this part of the book that has a whole ton of glue on it, here, the button. So all of this is going underneath that heavy book again overnight, just to make sure that everything is glued properly. So put that down. I grab my super heavy book. Drop something else. Ta-da! And so this is gonna sit. And I will upload the next video soon, probably next week. And I'll announce it in the group, I'll announce it in the email, and we can get together and start embellishing and preparing our pages. All right? Okay, so if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.